It's kind of funny shifting from undefeated to this. Oh, like the vibe is so different. Wait, where'd everybody else go? Let me explain what happened to me after that immense tower began to quake and shake. Tokyo Babel Tower is the cultural unifier of the 23 worlds, connected to the city, allowing for all present to speak the same language. Oh, we need this. Even though, yeah, I guess we do need this. It is the only building in all 23 wards of the city that towers over the walls that surround it. Constructed with technology of the future and built to remain untouched even should all of Tokyo collapse, the bell tower shook, and it shook hard. Huh? Is it just me? Or is this seriously bad? Jormgen notices, in all seriousness, that the energy involved is enough to blow the world asunder. My summoner is in danger! Oh, summoner of mine, just hold on tight! I'm coming to save you! Records show that at this time, there was only one gate to another world connected to Babel Tower. A huge amount of energy, enough to blow the world asunder, poured straight into the gate. All those caught in the blast were sent across both space and time to a future not connected to Tokyo. So what happened to Sanat Kumara and Alice? Who were also there. Oh god, what if we ended up with an F-Kare 3 because of that? The ones who had been warped into the future with him were nowhere to be found. It was then he realized that even their arrival times had been scattered like leaves on the wind. Thus did Jormgen begin his journey to find his summoner, going to the ends of land and sea. Which partially explains why he had traveled so far from the center of humanity, and why his return to you took so long. By the way, I looked here and there and everywhere in this world, but I couldn't find the me from this future anywhere. Though when I think about it, it's more likely that there isn't another me in this future. I was born to destroy the Aesir after all. And since this is a future where Odin and the Aesir are still around, I figure my esteemed old man Loki never got around to creating me. Oh, wait. He's like, oh, yeah, this is... Oh, what if Odin's spear was also connected and Valkyrie profile was also connected to Tokyo as an alternate reality? Loki, huh? There's that name again. Since I'm a copy of the original Jormgen, I don't actually have memories of meeting the man. Indeed, my father, Loki the Prevaricator, who is also Odin's blood brother and the one said to bring this world to an end. Yet in this future, Odin's reign has not come to an end, so humanity continues to fight in his game. I'm sure you've been told all about it, summoner of mine. The game's world representative, Odin, runs here in Gimle. My chair. I hate this chair. I hate this chair now. Human adventurers who visit Gimle are given unnagging and undying bodies. Well, unaging and undying bodies. Oh my god. Once they lose their first duel. Yet even an immortal body is limited, and the endless memories brought about from eternal life are too much for it. A mere human cannot replicate their cells into infinity, and they cannot store their memories in a separate object such as a dragon vein or a sacred artifact. Not outside the land watched over by Tokyo is where that strange is used. They've been barking all day. The human mind needs a container, a body. That means they'll need another personality to maintain said body. This is what F-Kare are. Virtual personalities born as copies of the originals. The visors you see them wearing are the source of those personalities and proof that their original personality is gone. Oh dang! Again, Gunzo and Gimle were really messed up. Yeah, really messed up. That is how humans become inherited, with their original personalities receding into a deep slumber. Oh my god. I imagine the person who owns the body of that party member of yours underwent the same ordeal after arriving in this future before the rest of us. Humanity sought a land to live in, reached Gimle, and threw themselves into battle to survive. Yet Odin's game is far too brutal for mere humans to survive. I am sure he was defeated sometime during the game, then gained a failure of his own to maintain his body in his slumber. Well, in certain iterations of the Bible, dying is essentially just falling asleep. So it makes sense. And battle among those who with neither role nor rule. All that matters is the strength of the body and mind. And only those who win their way to the top are allowed an audience with Odin. Now, Odin is said to be in possession of omniscience, the ability to know all and answer any question. The humans who seek him speak of this audience with hope, saying that Odin will grant a single wish to the game's one and only strongest combatant. And given everything I've learned about this future after looking around, that hope is well founded. After all, they say that Odin was one who loved powerful warriors just as much as I do. If he was met by a human who had fought their way to the top, standing on the same stage as he, proving their mettle, I imagine he would give them a reward. I also imagine that Odin, in his all-knowing splendor, would know a way to get us back to Tokyo. Or perhaps he will grant you the same omniscience that he has. I must ask though, Sumner, you do know what choice what that choice would mean, yes? Actually, not entirely. Well, becoming a god, not entirely. It's been a bit confusing throughout this game. Huh? Oh. First, I imagine if an inheritor left his future, as you seek to do, went outside, what would happen? The failure inside of them are merely virtual personalities made for Odin's game. They are little more than tools meant to carry what is the true prize to Odin, the inheritor's original, slumbering personality. Should they escape from the game and go where Odin's power no longer applies, I imagine the failure will fade into nothing. What's gotten into you, suddenly blathering with a big grin like that? Simply giving advice about what you should ask of Odin after winning your way to the end. Oh, that song's playing. Now then, secondly, consider what would happen should you stay in this land and seek the miracle of achieving something. The greatest form of that would be to gain wisdom to solve any problem, to become omniscient. In that case, the one who wishes for it will then be fated to become a part of Odin. That sounds like you get screwed over either way. What are you blabbing about? Make some sense already! Master isn't back yet, and this freshly cooked food will get cold. Summoner of mine. The way one lives is determined by what one knows, and thus what one can do. To know all, like Odin, be able to do anything in this world, would mean thinking as Odin does, after all his eons of life and becoming the same being, performing the same acts. A failure with this wish granted would no longer be needed by their body. It is said that there was a man known as Solomon the Wise in another world who found himself with the chance to ask a single wish of God. Now, this wise man went right for the jugular. He wished for omniscience, the smartest choice he could think of. One problem, though. Omniscience is only valuable in that world because one and only one is in possession of it. But it's said that he screwed up after he gained all that wisdom. Isn't it said in the Bible that he screwed up? And thus he learned that, well, everything was pretty much useless. Everything he did was everything that he does and what most people do is pretty much useless. There's something on that line? To put it in style, the world only needs one pairing of the same role and rule. To reach the peak of the world on your own is to have no further pursuits to make, no more mountains to scale. Wait, you mean perfection? Wait, you mean like the theory of like absolute perfection? To know every last bit of knowledge in the world on your own means no longer having need of others. Congratulations! You've reached the end of the game. That, my friend, is the dead end that awaits. You mean to say that... Okay, so I mean, I only know a bit of the like whole theory of absolute perfection thanks to Bleach, and that one bit. But yeah, like basically, if something is perfect, then what's the point of even what's the point of even pursuing it even further? Something like that. So, holy crap. Even if he escapes this future, even if he stays in this future, G5 will disappear? Indeed, summoner of mine. And all the others that you have encountered throughout this tower. That is their answer as well. Huh? The others? You mean... Looks like a conversation's been interrupted. They're attacking again. Wait, you don't mean they're... Indeed. They fought and won until there were no more challenges to conquer. They have nowhere left to go. They are human dead ends. The virtual personalities maintaining their bodies have been overridden, transforming them into mere parts of Odin's game. Holy crap. They all became a system, obstructing the ascent of challengers as the game seeks ever stronger victors. Oh. Wait, that's... Inside them, those are... Well, summoner of mine, what will it be? Which answer will you choose? Whichever choice you make, there will be no salvation for those failure. Of course, thinking a copy is simply a copy and not worth letting the heart ache over its passing. That too is an answer. Oh, not the Star Wars clone bit. Or heck, what else did that? I think Tales of the Abyss also kind of touched on that with the replica bits. The whole replica thing. Holy crap. My answer is... Finished with your high-minded yapping yet? My ears are ringing from how much I don't care. We didn't come here to hear your life story or your ramblings on philosophy. We're here to pick the mother of all fights with every damn brawler in Gimle. Don't give me any of your damn advice. What we do from here on out is for us to decide. We've already decided on the dream we're gonna make your big man come true. So quit your yapping and bring us to him, lackey! All of it. I'm not abandoning anyone. No one's gonna make me give up. I don't want to be forced to choose. Even though a copy has an original, which might be encountered in another place in time. I only met one of them here in Gimle. G5 is the one who saved me. And that's what the me here remembers. Of course, hearing it from you gives it a lot more weight, especially since you're in the same boat. The carrier of a valuable soul, one of countless repetitions. Master! Summoner mine, tell me, do you need me as well? The one and only me for the one and only you. You don't have to put it that way. I love you, so get over here. You know just what to say to make a dragon blush, the summoner of mine. Very well, summoner of mine. I am your Jormungand. Let's face them together. The funny thing is that the English title is just way too long and just has to go off screen. We don't format things here. In fact, I think that actually goes over the word of battle results. Summoner of mine, prepare what you have to say to Odin. Consider the answer that you seek and the question you should ask. And let me tell you, I look forward to hearing what you come up with. As for getting you there, leave that to Jormungand. All right. Well, I guess it's everybody but the hero. Beowulf, hero of the Vikings. His legend is a tale of a mere human turned dragon slayer. The tale of one who was no one, using disposable sword after sword to rise up and become someone. A nameless man with a nameless sword defeated a dragon and became somebody. Grew old, was defeated by a dragon, and lost his life on the battlefield. His tale served as a dream for Vikings far and wide, as the ideal ending to their game of life. Listen, I'm gonna say this now for all people out there who will get the wrong idea. Getting old or staying young ain't the issue. What's important is who I've chosen for myself. If they're the kind of foe I wouldn't mind getting put into the ground by. I just want to enjoy myself with someone who drives me to go full power, you know? What's the point of living unless you're able to tell yourself, I'm ready to die at the end of a perfect brawl? Yeah, I know. I'm just some snot-nosed kid thinking like that. But no matter how big and buff I get, no matter how old and gray, I'll always be a kid on the inside. Goku, I guess? I want you to die with me sometime. I mean it. I'll be right there in the ground with you when it's time. Yeah, I think it's childish too, believe me. But no matter how childish it may be, that's how I wanted to pick my one and only. Oh, so getting with him is a death pack. Hold on. All right. Your party sets foot on the 5th floor of the Golden Tower, Gimle. And already, you're getting a lot stronger. There's even more of them too. From what I've heard throughout the land, the next floor should be the pinnacle. Which means that these grounds must be where the fiercest challengers and victors of Gimle gather. What fun this is! Come forth, ye mighty, and let us dance in the revelry of combats. Allow me to introduce myself by my other name. I am Midgar Sormer, the dragon far larger than even the rest of the World Tree itself. Midgar Swarmer? You're so big I can't see your face. Midgar Swarmer? The other name of the great dragon who once surrounded my kingdom of Midgard? His fearsome visage even exceeded the World Tree in Dracelin size. It is hardly any surprise that mere humans such as we could not grasp his sheer scale with our eyes. So, he's invincible. Like, who could beat him? Yet, in prophecies of Midgar Swarmer, he has a rival that even he must risk his life in battle against. Isn't that Thor? Yeah. His name is Thor, and he is a warrior without match, chosen by World Representative Odin himself. Yet his strength in battle is not all that stands out about him. He is also a character most strange, having traveled with Loki the most, those shouting at him all the while. Thor has one more claim to fame. It's said that he is the one person Loki never insulted. Indeed, the very one blood brother would spend the rest of his life with, if this had not been our future, that is. Since you've made it this far, Beowulf, I will show you and yours just what kind of dead-ended future this is. You gotta be! Hmm. Hmm. Is something the matter, Fafnir? My fool of a father, Hredar, should be by all means on this floor. Blindingly haughty without an inch of modesty to him. No sense of restraint around gold or valuables. Yet slightly empty-headed, a fool of a dragon. That's your father? Like father, like son. Do you comprehend the magnitude and wrongness of what you have just said? I shall have you bawling in despair one of these days, Brad. Be ready. Indeed, he is unfortunately more or less my father. As far as I know, this 5th floor is where he has made his lair. He is the Dark Dragon King and the Sun Dragon. That dual nature makes him the same type of dragon as I, though it pains me to admit. A storm of brutal domestic violence hit our family long ago, and we have hardly been in contact since. Ever since being outfoxed by Odin above, he has had a rather pressing obsession with him. When I heard that he had taken up residence on the floor right below him, I cannot say I was surprised. Yet, much like Nidhogg on the 3rd floor, there's no sign that he was ever here. Is this Loki's doing too? I have a bad feeling about this. A loathsome sensation, like a giant stomping on my tail. Regardless, let us advance. Come with me, Brad. Huh? Brad, what is the matter? Master! Huh? Why do I feel so drained all of a sudden? So that's what this is all about. Indeed. One as wise as you, who only pretends to be a childish brat, would understand. Beowulf. I finally figured out Gimle's mysteries, and what you're plotting to do too. Now I could pound you into the floor right here, right now, but I feel pretty bad if I didn't pay you back for letting me see my old pal here again. Alright, Loki, I'll play your game. I'll join your side, but only after I get properly picked. Take heart and protect our fallen hero. We shall push through with those who remain. Oh, this is gonna be an all. Hey.
Nanto mendokusai. Jama o suru na. Ryumyaku no chikara yo. Jama o suru na. Ryumyaku.
命令を入力。白の封印命ずるままに。眼光支配フィルギアランドベッティル。遂行する。
あまねく地上の星を我がカイナに抱かれよ。さもなくば燃え尽きるがいい。邪魔をするな。龍脈の力よ。龍脈の力よ。龍脈の力よ。
I hate that the music resets instead of playing on properly, like it should.
我が盟友メテオールよ、どうか力を、白銀の輝きを、世界に満ち去る闇を裂けい。
Oh, this is hitting everybody.
この身、世界を滅ぼす毒と知れ。異毒生毒、ミドガルザールム。
命令を入力。
なんとめんどくさい。邪魔をするな。
命令遂行する。
燃えろ。守る。邪魔をするな。
命令を完了。事故の存続を確認。
Huh? Where am I? We were fighting, right? Then I got all dizzy and... Oh, right. I fainted after that. And the others carried me here. I wonder if I get to do all four. Ah, Master, you're up. Are you feeling all right? I'm a little tired, I think. Don't push yourself. Your body is not like mine. Any part of me can be replaced, but you're irreplaceable. The two of you speak as you watch the sunset behind the world tree out the window. I have never seen this land from up so high. Master, you chose me, and I feel like it was that moment that my life finally began. Whatever happens, however this ends, I will have no regrets. Thank you, Master. Truly. It just started, G-Fi! I hate when my mouse drifts like that for whatever reason. We'll be together till the end. Part of me is happy to hear that, but I don't think I'll be changing either way. Master, for both of us, I truly think it would be better if I were the real Gordon. The me you know, the G-Fi you know, is nothing but a personality created for Odin's game. You've told me that there is a world outside of this land, a big city that you came from. That may be so, but I can't imagine leaving the land of the world tree to go to any world beyond. I am just a creature who fights for you, gives his life for you. Simple, but I'm glad I was born like that. I'm not too different, to be honest. Just living in that city was my dream. We might all be that simple in the end. Ah, the thought never occurred to me before you told me. What are you wondering about for already? Do not push yourself so human. That weak mortal body of yours can hardly endure the punishment you put it through. Would it kill you, to be honest? I implied nothing of the sort! Why must you be so insolent, human? Speaking to you always throws me off. am simply here to seek treasures and defeat mine foes. You don't want to go back home? You were sent to this world too, right? Huh. Why would I care about a place I have no recollection of? Before you were in the world you came here from, you were elsewhere, were you not? Do you remember where it was? How you felt? What you thought of? I imagine not, and I am the same. Is that not the adaptability you humans speak so fondly of? Anywhere can be a home? I don't think of it like that. It seems the proper respect towards dragonkind is finally taking root in you, Brad. These other worlds of which you speak likely have all sorts of treasures I have neither seen nor heard of. Taking to their skies and plundering every last bit of trinket, bauble, and relic they have does sound like it may hold some potential for my amusement. Ah, the hero's return. Are you feeling well at least? At last? Are you alright, Your Majesty? Indeed, my soul borrowing this body is young, so my mind is fine. This aged body of my younger brother, however, is a different story. I do have to be more careful in its care and maintenance. For my brother is the most important thing in this world to me. That which takes my top priority. You're helping me, though. Why risk so much for me? Because that is what my brother believed in and wished for. As his blood, I need no other answer. Now, let me ask you one more thing, Klaus. Where's the body of this future king? Brad, I imagine you may have noticed already. Let me share an old story. The end. Long ago, there was a party of adventurers who sought to conquer Gimle. Led by a young, charismatic king, the party made it to the very top of the tower. There, the king sought his prize, Odin's power. The power to answer any question, solve any problem. Don't tell me that young king was... The body of that young, charismatic king became part of Odin's game. They say his personality, his soul, no longer needed, wanders the tower ever since. You're not leaving this land? I would not mind ending my story here, only if that would make my younger brother happy, though. Well, maybe you could try asking him? I want you with me, Your Majesty. Oh. You make a strong case, my hero. I thank you for your counsel. Ah, summoner of mine. Up and about, are you? Feeling better? Yeah. Oh, you were worried about me? Know that you're the only one Jormgen would worry about, summoner of mine. Yet I imagine this environment must be taxing on one not a dragon. Though the size and strength of one's body is not everything, after all. Even the smallest peppercorn can still sting the tongue with spice. Hey, do you know a Thor? King Klaus told me about him. Indeed I do. Though my knowledge of Thor is just that, knowledge, rather than memories or experience. The warrior prophesies to bring down the mighty Jormungand with him, the perfect rival to my original battle with, risking his life. See, even a human can keep up. I figured you would say that, summoner of mine. Then let me answer thusly. I choose you. So I'd appreciate it if you went back and rested yourself a little more, human. If you push yourself too hard, well, I'll cry up a flood. Hey there, other hero. Been growing a beard waiting for you. I had a feeling you'd be waiting here. That's right. From here on out is only where the strongest can hope to tread. So right here, right now, let's see who's the real one and only hero is. Let's see who's really the strongest. Okay.